Imagine an oversized solar panel leaning against the railing on the 25th floor. Wires are running through a sliding glass door. They're all over the deck. Who decides if that installation is going to be safe? New Jersey has proposed the Garden State Balcony Solar Act, and that could become a real issue for condominiums and multi-level associations. Attorney David Byrne joins us to explain what boards and managers need to know. Dave, in plain English, what is the Garden State Balcony Solar Act?
Well, it's broad, but as it relates to condominiums and homeowners associations, it's essentially a few sentences which preclude an HOA and a condominium from outright prohibiting these devices, while reserving the right of the condominium and HOA to regulate the safety of it, where it goes, how it's used, that how it's stored, that sort of thing.
So can an association adopt a rule that just says, hey, no solar panels on balconies?
No.
And what would a reasonable restriction look like in that case?
I think a reasonable restriction would be, and I took a look at some of the types of things you see with these the marketing promotional materials that the companies utilize, and a lot of them you see the solar panels are like sort of hooked to the balcony, like hanging over the balcony, so that they don't block the view. They basically serve as a railing almost. They almost just basically double the railing. That could be prohibited, that type of thing. Anything by which the solar panel could fall onto somebody, could damage something. I think a regulation that prohibited its attachment to the building, the common elements, the facade, that would probably be illegal as well. But anything that's an outright ban under this law is not appropriate.
The bill discusses indemnification. Is that going to be good enough to protect an association? And what is that about?
It's funny. Indemnification as a concept is you when one indemnifies someone, that person is basically saying, "Look, I'm going to cover the damages that are caused by this." So, by allowing the association to get indemnification from the owner, you're saying that if the owner's use of the device causes damage, the owner will be responsible, whether it hurts someone by falling or damages property. That's a useful tool, but as we say in the craft, indemnification is only as good as the indemnifier. So being indemnified by someone that has no money or no insurance is not very valuable to you as an association.
And Dave, before we get to this, what should boards and managers begin doing now? Should they be doing anything?
Well, the proactive approach for a high-rise building where you've got balconies where people might be using this, or the proactive approach is just try to set guidelines. Right away, you could basically tell someone, I don't want to see it hanging over a balcony. It doesn't get attached to the wall. Nothing gets drilled through a surface, a wall or a concrete. Those are things you could set up right away to be proactive. Otherwise, you'd have to wait and see, what people are gonna buy.
And at what point do you want managers and boards to remember?
I think I would say two key points. One is that the standard reflexive approach of condominiums and HOAs, which is no, that's taken out of your hands now. No is not acceptable. The second point is, but you still can regulate things to make sure that people are safe and that the property is not damaged. So those are really the 2 points, I think.
Well, thanks for being here, Dave, and helping us understand what the Garden State Balcony Solar Act is about. And we'll have some additional links, most likely in the description. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thank you.